So tonight I'm here with True and CeeJay. I approached you guys and wanted to talk to you guys. Asked you if you had ever heard of Lost in Phoenix, and what'd you say, True?
I said yes, I've heard.
And you, CeeJay, you watch the video sometimes. You said.
Yeah. I'm subscribed to your channel.
Awesome, I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. You're helping create awareness, right? And you're helping create awareness by actually talking to me and allowing me to hear your story and sharing your story with the Lost in Phoenix community, the thousands of people throughout the country, actually worldwide, people in Scotland, Australia, just different countries that comment and say, hey, you know, it's 4 a.m. over here in Australia and I'm just watching your channel. So it's educational, right? So I appreciate your time. But
yeah, no problem, man.
How's life out here? What's going on? We're just having a conversation. You guys are telling me that the city of Phoenix doesn't like homeless people.
Honestly, really out here on the streets, dog, it's like, it's really hard, bro. It's like, I mean, if you're not constantly moving, then the police will stop and they'll mess with you. And like, yeah, a big worry is if you got warrants, that you're constantly moving. I mean, me, I'm all up to date on my probation and stuff. So I mean, like, if I get stopped, they'll run my name, and I have no warrants, so they'll just let me go. But for the most part, like, it's hard out here. If you don't have a main everyday hustle to keep going, have money to buy food, if you smoke cigarettes, drinks. Right now it's summer, so it's really hot. So like, drinks. You're constantly spending money on drinks and stuff like that. But overall, life out here on the streets is really hard, man. It's like, I mean,
It's
if you got a
dangerous.
hustle, yeah, it's dangerous nonetheless. But if you got like a hustle where you making money every day, I mean, I hustle hard, you feel me? So I'll be out here all day, every single day making money. But if you don't have a hustle, then it's like, it's really hard. But for the most part, if you have a hustle, it's easy. But if not, it's really hard for some people out here, like flying signs and stuff. Like, I know a few people who've got heat strokes from flying signs out here, you know, so it's really hard if you ain't got a hustle.
Right now it's 115 degrees, 114, 130. That's really hot, just standing out there for hours, right? Trying to get a couple bucks to go get a meal, right, for some folks. So yeah, definitely I can see how it would be hard for people that are out here flying signs or panhandling with a sign on a corner. And you mentioned, True, the dangers out here. What type of dangers do you encounter as a female?
There's just people who are always trying to, I guess, use me as like a money source. They understand that I can make a lot of money out here and they want to get under that. They want to be my boss or my boyfriend, something of that nature, just because they think they're going to get something from me. And there's just a lot of BSers and fake people and drama. That's a big thing, drama. It's always men who want to get under me so they can get over me, if you know what I mean. So that's really stressful. That's something I'm always watching out for and I'm always aware for. But I always have to hang out with a friend. CeeJay here, I always hang out with him. He's cool people. Like, I know if I'm with him, I'm like, nothing crazy is gonna happen or nothing.
Yeah, anytime she's with me, ain't nothing gonna happen to her while she's with me.
Yeah, he's a real friend.
It's that camaraderie, that friendship, companionship, just to keep each other safe. I've heard that a lot.
Yeah, literally.
And because you as a female out here, you have to think about your safety, right?
Literally all the time. Yes, I can't sleep anywhere. I can't, you know, I'm always in rooms. I'm not really outside so much.
Sleep is a big thing, man. Like, I'll be up for 4, 5, 6, 7 days at a time, dude, because it's like, you
can't trust anybody.
I can't trust nobody out here, you know. I'll go to sleep and I'll wake up with nothing, dude. Like, I'll hustle up like $100, $200 in my pocket, and I'll go to sleep after being up for like 4, 5, 6 days, and I'll wake up with nothing, dude. They'll go. I'm a heavy sleeper, you know, so they'll go. I can't even tell you how many times I've fallen asleep and they've taken all my stuff, you know, backpack, duffel bag, money, and my wallet recently.
They'll go in your shoes, and your socks.
Take it. It doesn't matter where you put it. Like, I tucked my stuff in my underwear. Like, I tucked my money and my wallet in my underwear, like all the way by my junk, and these fools, while I was sleeping, went and took my stuff, dude. Like, there's nowhere you can hide.
Shame.
There's no shame out here, dude. It's sad, honestly.
So isn't that motivation to try to get out of here?
There's no honor among thieves.
Absolutely. I've heard that a million times, but isn't that motivation for you folks to get help and get out of here?
I think it's just the addiction overall. Like, that's what we're really chasing, and that's what we're trying to get, more of, is our drugs. And, it's the fentanyl pills. I think almost everybody out here is on them. That's, like, the big thing. So I think that's just that's the big pain. And I see it. It's hot. I don't like to be outside. I'm not outside most of the time. You caught me when I came outside to, see some people that I know, but I'm not usually outside. I haven't been outside for a little while. But when I come outside, I see people, and I make sure I'm around people that I can trust most of all. But yeah, that's a big motivation. I went to a Copper Springs like 2 weeks ago. I was there for literally 2 days. And I could not do it. I didn't like the uncomfortableness of being tapered off of pills with like Subutex. I think that's what they use, Subutex. It just wasn't comfortable for me, and it felt low key. It felt like jail, but with extra like amenities. I know jail sucks and jail's not fun, but
I just got done. I just got done doing Narcan County. I was locked up all last year from January 26th all the way till December 22nd. So yeah, jail's no fun. That's for sure.
True. When did you start with the counterfeit fentanyl pills?
I started, I want to say in January. I started in January.
This January of this year?
Yes. I mean, I actually started with my opiate addiction when I was 14. I started taking my sister's pills. She had like Oxycontin, because she's like a hypochondriac, so she always get really big bottles of pain medicine, and she would never take them because she said they made her sick. But when I was 14, I was just dabbling into her medicine bag, and I found some, and I would just take it here or there, and I liked the way it made me feel, so I just started taking it more and more. And then I found out about it like from my friends who had other like Percocets, and like slowly but surely I got into that. And then when I turned, 18, because I just did it on and off from 14 to 18. When I turned 18, I started doing prescription pills with my boyfriend. I did that for about 2 years, and then that's when I found out the fentanyl pills started coming here. Everybody used to call them the fakes, because they would be, a lot of people used to buy prescription pills. And then these fakes started coming around, and then it was just so saturated that you couldn't find any more prescription pills. So then you started doing those. And people were like, oh, well, if you smoke them, it's fine. But I've overdosed twice now.
I've OD'd 4 times.
No.
But I started doing them. I can tell you the exact date and close to the time I started doing them. It was my 28th birthday 4 years ago, dude. January 28th, 2018 was the first time I took. I think January 28th, 2018, like 8:30 something. I took my very first hit of a fentanyl pill, dude, and all it took was one hit, bro, and it rewired my whole brain, dude. It's I can't really describe how the first hit really feels, other than you take the first hit and boom, you're wrapped in. It pulls you in. The thing with fentanyl, dude, is it's like the only way I can describe it is it's the new like Gen Z crack, like it's for our generation, like the 80s and stuff was it was crack for them. Our generation, it's fentanyl, and it's in my I've done, I've dabbled in different drugs and stuff. I've tried crack and I've done fentanyl, and I've tried a bunch of drugs, ain't no shame to talk about, the kind of stuff I've dabbled with, the stuff I've done, some stuff I'm not proud of what I've done, but when it comes to drugs, like I've done probably almost every drug there is to know, but except for a couple few offhand. But when it comes to fentanyl, there ain't nothing like it, dog. There's nothing like it.
It's like a euphoric, like deathly sort of sleep, but you're not dead, you're alive.
Yeah,
it's dangerous. It really is.
It pulls you in and it doesn't let you go, man.
Some people have described, when I tell them, can you describe it for me? They say it's like I feel numb. It's a warm blanket all over my body and I don't feel anything. How would you guys describe it?
I would describe it kind of like that's really hard, man. It's a hard question.
I think it's like real tingly to my brain, and when I don't have
different.
it, it's like I feel like I'm losing juice from like my knees and my bones, and my body starts to ache.
The only way I can describe it is it's like without it, I'm thinking about everything, worried about everything. When I'm on it, I don't give a crap about anything, dude. Nothing matters. As long as I have that little blue pill on that foil, I don't care about anything else, dude. I just got, I got done doing a year. I got done doing a year in county, and I was reaching the end of my stay in county, and I'm like, dude, I'm done with them. I'm not gonna do any more of this, that. I'm done with them. I'm not gonna do them.
Jail talk.
Yeah, jail talk. That's what everybody calls it. And literally, I got out, and within 4 hours of my release, I was high.
Wow.
It's crazy.
So that whole year of
That
just being
whole
clean, just down the drain, huh?
Down the drain, bro. All it took was 4 hours, bro.
That's how powerful that addiction is, right? Even though you haven't been doing it for a year, you probably were thinking about it for an entire year, right? And so as soon as you had that opportunity, boom.
Stop.
That's insane. What are you guys seeing as far as the young people out here? What's your guys' opinion about 13, 14, 15-year-olds out here that are out in the street smoking? I've seen them with my own eyes.
Yeah,
Have you guys ran into them yet?
I've run into a few, like 14, 15, 16-year-olds. It's scary, man. It's scary. It's scary stuff, dude. It's like...
It makes you want to cry, honestly.
Those are someone's
Children.
young sons, young daughters and stuff, man. It's like, it's crazy, like... Because when it first started, it's people like my age doing them, like 20, 21, 23, 24 doing them, and it trickles down, and now there's 13, 14, 15, 16-year-olds doing them. It's scary, man.
Why are they getting younger and younger? Why do you think?
I think it's the hype. That's what I think it is. Because
Who's
it's
hyping
so sensationalized. Because there's so many people outside, and then there's
people,
the music in itself. Future, they have that Perky song. Like the music is sensationalizing it. Just the epidemic in a whole, like the whole Arizona. Like I heard of people come from California and different states. They're like, it's nothing like that in our states. They come here and they're like,
come here because we're right next to the border. You feel me? Everything gets pushed over the border.
To here, yeah.
So we're right next. Arizona's right next to Mexico. So we're getting the
a lot.
We're getting the very first wave of it.
Phoenix traditionally, just for decades, has been the distribution point of human smuggling, of drug smuggling forever. It arrives in Phoenix first. Why? Because our border is so open, so long, and so it's so hot.
So they can't watch everything.
They can't watch everything. So that's where they're pushing the stuff through, right? Yep. And it arrives in Phoenix, and then that's why it's cheap here. $5 per pill, $3 per pill, $3 per pill, right? That's what you're paying now, right? So last year it was $5. This year it's $4, $3.
I know some people around getting up for $1 a pill, man.
Right, if you buy 50 for $1 pill, but pretty soon they're gonna be one pill $1 because there's so many. That's what's flooding the market, right? And so these youngsters are trying them. They're trying to be cool, and they're getting sucked in. I just got notification that Diana, she's 23 years old. I interviewed her 2 months ago. She just passed away this past Saturday.
What?
23 years old, your guys' age. Gabby, I went to her funeral. 22 years old, Gabby.
I was in jail with her. I got out of jail with her.
So you knew Gabby?
I was in the same pod with her, and she switched pods because she got scared. Because I was like, "Hey, aren't you that girl from?" She got scared because I knew who she was. So she went to PC, protective custody.
You
and then I
her?
Seen her. Yeah, I don't know. She got like freaked out because I knew who she was. I don't know. I mean, I wasn't gonna do any harm or anything, but she got scared, so she went to PC. We ended up getting out together, and she had her head shaved bald. I guess she had a bunch of lice, and then I seen her interview when she got out, and she looked like she was doing good, and I was like, okay, that's good. But I seen the interview again when she was got back on drugs, and it's just and that's all it is. Like that's all there is to this drug. It's like you're either gonna end up dead or in prison.
And how do you feel about that? Because you're talking about yourselves.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's the big fight we're up against. Like that's something like I seen somebody today like pass out, and I didn't stay there with them, but I had friends with them stay there and call.
Talking about ODs, the last time she overdosed was on the bridge.
Oh, I was on the bridge. Yeah, I overdosed on the bridge.
And she was all passed out.
Can you stop?
No way.
And how were you brought back?
So I noticed that she was passed out, and
it was you guys did the nose and the needle, right?
And I seen her, and I was like at first I was trying to get her attention. I was like shaking her leg, and she wasn't responding to me. So I'm like, what? I was like, she usually responds off of a couple leg taps. So I sit up straighter and I see her face is just flushed of color and her lips are purple. I'm like, oh crap! So I get up and I was like, everybody get up and get back. So then I pull her out of because she was up against like the wall in a cart, so she was in the corner, and I pulled her into the open area, and I gave her nasal Narcan and started doing CPR. It didn't work, so then I remembered that I had needle Narcan in my backpack. So I grabbed my backpack, unzipped it, and I dumped everything. Boom! Just started dumping everything. And I grabbed the needle Narcan, filled the needle full of it, and then I hit her in the arm with it. And then as soon as I plunged it, I started doing CPR, and she came to like 45 seconds to a minute later.
Yeah, all I heard was like, we gotta go.
It's real scary stuff, man, you know?
CeeJay saved your life.
Yeah, he did. He was the only one who knew CPR. It was
There was some chick on the
nobody
bridge.
else knew
There was
CPR.
some chick on the bridge who was like, oh my god, I know CPR!
Yeah.
That's
Everybody was like
scary.
running around.
That's crazy, dude. Like how there was like probably 12 to 14 people on the bridge. I'm the only one up there who knew CPR.
Yeah, everybody was like
It's
looking
crazy
around,
stuff,
like
man.
scared, and people were trying to run off because if the ambulance comes, police is gonna come, and then people have warrants, and I understand people don't want to be caught in that situation, but I really appreciate that CeeJay knew what he was doing, and he knew, thankfully he had Narcan, and was able to do that for me because I didn't. It doesn't feel
If
like
I
anything, like you're out for how many seconds,
just
how
fall
many
asleep.
minutes. It doesn't feel like anything.
It's just blank.
Blackness, yeah, like
blank,
you're in the
and
dark.
then you once the
You're up,
Narcan
you're
hits
like-
you and you come back, you're sort of in like a trance-like state. Like you're not even aware that you were dying. You think you just nodded out and went to sleep and woke back up. Like, whoa, what the?
Did the ambulance take you that day?
No, nobody called
no.
the ambulance, thank goodness.
I
but
told nobody not to call the ambulance.
Yeah, because he was able to get me up within,
I
what
knew-
was it,
I-
5 minutes? How long was I even out for? Like
You
6
were out-
minutes? I remember you said 6 minutes, right?
You were out for like 3 or 4 minutes.
Okay, no.
So you just stayed and just kind of just
I
shook
just
it off?
Yeah, I wanted to get up and walk around and leave right away because I was worried that the police were going to come and I didn't want to be, the cause of attention. But
Wow.
I didn't. I sat down, I drank some water, and I had one of my other friends who I've known a little bit longer there with me, so I felt okay, I'm all right. Like, people are here to, support me, and, that's when I really gained my trust for CeeJay, because I'm like, okay, good, he knows what he's doing. Like, if
CeeJay,
something were to happen.
CeeJay, thank you for saving her life. Thank you for being a good Samaritan, a good human that's going to step up and try to
man,
jump in and help.
It doesn't really matter who it is, man. I would do it for my worst enemy,
Absolutely, yeah. Showing kindness to humans, right? And that's why it's important for us to have these conversations and what's going on out here. And just recently,
Yeah.
true, you went through that. And again, I ask you guys, what's it gonna take for you guys to get out of here? The overdose is not enough. The danger isn't enough. The heat isn't enough. That's scary.
It's reckless. It's ridiculous.
It's really scary, dude. But honestly, I guess my best answer for that I could give is like, once you choose this life, dude, with these pills, man, it's like, honestly, it's really scary, dog. But I don't even want to say it because it's scary, man. But it's like,
You either have to
it
come to
seems-
terms with the
it
way you're
seems-
living, right?
it seems almost as if death is the only way out of it, dude. It's really hard.
It's hard. It's like you have this big chain on your back, this monkey on your back, and it's like you want to do right. Like, I have so much of my family who knows what I'm doing and knows what I'm going through, and
But recovery is possible, though. I know people that are
definitely.
recovered. I know my barber, he recovered 2 years.
Definitely.
Out here in the streets of Phoenix for years.
It's
But now
it's definitely possible, but it's like for people who struggle.
how do you get that motivation?
With,
You have to have like a support system, and you have to have constant,
Yeah.
this or that, and you have to have that drive to really want to, and it's like I have things that in my life that I really need to handle, and I have children that I need to take care of, and it's like I don't know how to get my mind to feel like I can actually do that. I feel like I don't have the power within me to do that. Like, I know I can because I've had a car, an apartment, and all of these things I've done all myself, but I don't know how to get it
Me
together.
too,
Like,
yeah.
I don't know how to find that strength in me to do it.
Before I started smoking fentanyl pills, dude, I had my own apartment. I had like a couple thousand in my savings. I had a night. I was living all right. I was about to start HVAC school. I had a job doing tile and grout, making like $22.50 an hour. I was living all right. And
we're productive members of society. It's not like we just,
I just used to smoke weed. I used to smoke weed and dabble with Xanax here and there. Xanax was, I think, the start of my pill problem was Xanax. And I went from smoking weed and dabbling with Xanax every now and then to moving up to the
big stuff,
the heavier stuff, because it's like at one point it got to be where like my mental disorders and problems and stuff, it was like going on with my family and stuff like that. It just got harder and harder to weed just didn't do it anymore. So to cope with the more and more stress I was dealing with in my life, I moved on to heavier stuff. And if I could look back right now, if I could go back, I would have stayed on the same path I was on. I wouldn't have picked up these bills.
It's never too late, okay? And I'm here to advise you guys that it's never too late. Please gain the willpower, the strength to help each other, root each other on to get out of here, because this is just a trap. It's all it is. One day you're not gonna have Narcan. One day there's not gonna be anybody there to save you guys. You guys have to save yourselves, okay?
That's true.
It's one big death trap.
I've seen it, right? I've been doing this for almost 2 years, and already I know for sure 6 people that I've interviewed are no longer here. And that's really sad and scary because they're young. They're your guys' age or younger. And so it'd be tragic if you didn't see your kids anymore, True.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any kids, but
give yourself an opportunity to have them, to find a good gal and get married and live the American dream, right? Right now it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare right now.
Last time I OD'd, man, when I came to, and I started coming into the trance-like state, dude, just like the look on my mom's face, man. It's hard, man.
Yeah, definitely. I've heard that it's hard, but it's harder to not exist anymore. It's harder. It's going to be hard for your families, when they get that call from the police. CeeJay, True, I'm gonna say thank you very much for talking to me. I really appreciate you guys opening up and sharing your guys' story of life out here in the streets of Phoenix. And I really appreciate your supporting the channel, watching the videos, and you guys are very familiar with what I do. True, we found out that you knew Gabby.
Yeah.
And ton of motivation for you, True, to get on out of here, right?
Yeah.
Gabby,
literally,
your children, you've been overdosed twice. That's enough.
It is.
That's enough. I just noticed that you got a cute little kitty over here.
It's your cat.
Cute cat over here. So that's another reason.
His name's Gus.
Gus? Cute little Gus over here.
It's CeeJay's cat. It's
Awesome.
His name's Gus.
Gus is cute. So thank you guys very much. Please stay safe. I'm gonna give you guys my card with my number so you guys can call me if you ever need a ride or treatment, if you ever need to talk to somebody, a mentor. I'll try to help you as much as possible. Okay, the Lost in Phoenix community, 66,000 people strong, are praying for you and wanting you to do better. So I'm also gonna go get you lunch. Lunch has been donated by my subscribers. Please stay safe and we'll talk soon, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you.